Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dear parents, welcome to the grade 3 briefing this afternoon, the new academic year 2021, and we hope that we'll have a successful year. As you are well aware, the year is going to be quite challenging for the young ones. With the coming of COVID, we expect that everybody else will be compliant to the health guidelines that the school will try to put in place. First and foremost, the issue of the face mask is not anything to negotiate about. Let's work as parents, make sure that your child comes to school with a face mask, and if possible, a spare one in the bag, so that we don't have issues of a child being isolated in our school grounds. This year is going to be a busy year in the sense that apart from what they were doing in the lower grade, they will now find new challenges in the new grade, facing at the same time new avenues in education. Now, with me this afternoon are two class teachers that are going to take you through this briefing. I have Mrs. Tamba, the class teacher for grade 3 red, and Miss Miranda, the class teacher for grade 3 blue. So the two will take us through and see what happens. But please, parents, if you have questions, please send those through live. I will try to respond to them at the end of it. Hopefully, we should have a very good afternoon. So everybody, welcome to 2021, and thanks a lot for being part of the family of Kalulushi Trust School. Thank you. Over to Ms. Miranda.
Thank you very much, parents, for coming to this briefing for grade 3, 2021. Standing here is Ms. Miranda, teaching grade 3 blue. The first thing I'm going to talk about is punctuality. Children are supposed to be punctual as they come to school. They are supposed to be in class by 07:25. We need to start learning together, because when a child is late, the child ends up missing out on certain things. The second thing I'll talk about is uniform. We have a uniform at Kalulushi Trust. The boys will be expected to wear this shirt with a logo on it, alongside a pair of trousers, and sometimes even a short. With that, the boys can also use this jersey, which has a logo. With the girls, they can also use this shirt as well as this dress. This is what the girls wear. The girls also have a skirt, which is also gray. We also have PE attire. And the PE attire is done according to the houses the children belong to. Those children who are in Kariba house will use this t-shirt, the blue one. The children in Zambezi wear this yellow t-shirts. And the children in Luangwa wear these red t-shirts. Alongside all these t-shirts, children will use black shorts. Apart from that, we also have specific hairstyle for the boys. We always want them to be in the English cut, or what we call brush cuts, not any other fancy styles. For the girls, we would prefer them to have this hairstyle, which will make them look neat and it will not distract them as they learn. Coming to homework, the children will be expected to go home with English homeworks on Mondays and Wednesdays. On Monday, the children will be given a list of spellings which they are expected to learn. They have to learn the spellings because on a Friday, the children will write a test. Therefore, you have to help them. You also help them to learn the spellings at school. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the children will come home with mathematics. So the children will do that work on those particular days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. All the work which I've talked about should be signed. Please, parents, remember to sign the work for your children, be it maths or English. Apart from that, the children will have to carry their homeworks in such a plastic or even clear bags. But what I'm talking about is that the books should always be in a plastic which they'll be well secured and well protected from. Sometimes children carry certain foods which are oily, and to avoid that, the children are supposed to put their books in a plastic. Inside here, there's a small book. This communication book will come along in the homework every day. So whatever concerns you have for your child, you can write to the class teacher in the communication book and tell your child that you've written something and he or she should show it to the teacher. I've come to the end of my briefing. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Standing in front of you is Mrs. Tamba, the class teacher for grade 3 read. I will talk also about a few things, and starting, I'll talk about handwriting. Grade 3 being the transition point from children coming from lower school going into upper school. A lot of things change because this is the grade where a lot of things are done. So in terms of handwriting, you find that some of the letters will change the way the children were writing in the previous grades. When they come to grade 3, some of the letters will have the tails, and in term 3, we expect the children to start practicing what is known as cursive writing. And in grade 3 also, we do have exams. Term 3, we have consultation, but it's just based on how the children have settled. But in term 2, we have what we call mid-year exams, and in term 3, we have what we call end-of-year exams, and these are exams which all CSA schools write, meaning all the trust schools write. And also, the other thing that we also do in grade 3 is reading. We read both in class and we also read at home. So some of the books that are used in this school when we are reading, especially in class, some of them, this book is used reading in class, this one as well, and then some of them are also here that we actually use to also teach the children once they come to grade 3. Some of them also have the atlas. When your child comes to grade 3, they're expected to have an atlas, a dictionary, alongside with the other books that are also found in the grade. So reading is very important because not only is it done in class, but also at home. Just like my other colleague talked about bringing books at home, when the books come, they're also reading books that children will be expected to come with every day on Monday to Friday. And when these come, you also, as parents, are expected to supervise and also listen to the reading so that the reading can, after the child reads, you are able to sign to confirm that the reading has taken place at home. Why this is important is because here in grade 3 we also have what we call reading age tests. So children are examined or tested in reading in May and in November. So twice in a year reading tests are done. Moving on to the other thing, picking up of children. children that are dropped in school by parents will also be expected to be picked up from the school hall. So every time the children knock off, parents will go to the school hall and pick up their children whilst the others get on the school buses and go home. In grade 3, as the children come, they're also expected to come with their own pencil cases. In their pencil cases or bags, they are expected to have a ruler, an eraser, a sharpener, and pencils as well, which they'll be able to use because we're trying to encourage a sense of responsibility once they come to grade 3. So we want them to come with those things from home and also learn to look after those things on their own. The other thing also is grade 3s are also encouraged to come with box files, because once they do exams in term 2 and in term 3, the work that they have done, the exams that they've done will be filed in this box file. So each and every child is expected at the beginning of the term, and even both term 1 or even term 2, to come with the box file, so that by the end of the exams, all the papers are placed nicely and neatly in the box file. Afternoon activities, for now, will not take place because of COVID. We do usually have afternoon activities under normal circumstances, but because of COVID, these will not take place. I end my presentation here. Okay, somebody has asked a question to say, does it mean that homework will only be based on work covered in English and maths only? At grade 3 level, all activities done in English and maths. The work is taken home, of course, but like my friend talked about, Monday and Wednesday being a day when English activities are taken, English homework. Then Tuesday and Thursday, maths. The other subjects like creative writing, creative and technology studies, social studies, science, or rather the homework in the other subjects, those we usually give worksheets at the end of the week and at the end of the topic. Then we send the worksheet on Friday so that the work or the homework can actually be done at home with the parents. So even in other subjects, there also is homework, but not very often. Thank you.
So here we are, parents, hoping you've gotten something out of the briefing this afternoon, but there are certain important points that you need to take note of. And one of them I want to emphasize upon is the picking up time. When we are done at 13 hours, we expect you to come in and pick up your child without any delay. We have had a few notable pupils in our school that are always picked up very late. And so you do inconvenience the teachers, and at the same time your child gets home very tired and want you to take a new step on that one. COVID is real, and therefore let's minimize all sorts of exposure to it for your child. The other point to take note of is we may have new children who have joined us, which I believe at grade 3 level, none at the moment. But take note that the t-shirts that were being shown to you as samples this afternoon are meant to be worn, rightfully so, by those girls and boys in their respective houses. Now, if you are not sure as to which house your child belongs to, you can come in and seek clarification from the class teacher and indeed the school office. That clarification will be given to you so that we don't mix up the colors. Grade 3, grade 4 in the trust school system are classified as middle school classes. Middle school classes because it's a transition from lower school on a journey to the upper school. And so the two grades tend to build up on what the child has assimilated in the lower school. So take note of the fact that certain activities now that your child will be taking are activities that he or she wasn't exposed to down from reception of grade 1, grade 2. So at this time of the year, we expect things being normal. You would expect your child to come in for swimming, though we need clarification from the health authorities on that one. But should everything come back to normal, then we will revert back to our afternoon activities. An exciting moment for your child during the course of the year. Grade 3 is going to provide another new dimension in the life of your child, in that for the first time, they will be exposed to the end of year examinations, which are now a route taken to build them up, develop confidence in them, so that we begin to prepare them for the long journey awaited grade 7 final exams at the end of the primary school course. So with all those points noted down, I believe we are going to give encouragement to your child to take care of the school equipment and be mindful of the fact also that as they come to school, they should take care of the friend next to them. Because here we respect the social distancing, and so one child protected protects the other. And so we wish you well during the course of the year, and let's hope for the best for all our pupils this year. Responses to some of the queries that have come through this afternoon. Does this mean homework will be based on work covered in English and mathematics only? No. Maths and English homework will dominate the days of the week. Monday and Wednesday, we are told English homework. Tuesday, Thursday, mathematics. The teacher will make every effort possible to make sure that if come Friday, there should be some piece of homework through a worksheet given to cover science, social studies, perhaps CTS, and other related areas. So that is left for a bit of research to expose your child to other means of learning. What are the contents of the pencil case? Oh, contents of the pencil case are straightforward. An eraser, a pencil, a short ruler perhaps, and what else? A pencil sharpener. A pencil case may also have crayons. Those crayons normally come separately in a separate part. Will there be PE? Yes, there will be PE. And the class teacher will actually give out that information to the pupils when they report. When should the files be submitted? Preferably the first week when we open. Files should be submitted because they'll create a bank for those worksheets that will be given out by the class teacher. So on that one, let me get back to the issue of punctuality. Just a correction there, that your child should be in school by 7:20, not by 7:25 as earlier on given. By 7:20, we expect all the pupils to be in school. Are the children required to bring items for learning tables? This, I believe, applies to science, social studies, or sometimes a table for what you may call simply nature. The teacher will, when needed, ask pupils to come with these items to school. Precautions to ensure minimal spread of COVID. The school has received guidelines in regard to the issue of COVID, and will try by all means to abide by those health guidelines. And just for your own information, yesterday, Wednesday the 27th of January, we had the health team from the council that came in to fumigate all the classrooms and toilets in school. And we advise that to do everything possible to make sure that we do the fumigation, if possible, once a week. So we'll take all the necessary precautions, but take note also that your child needs to come to school with a small bottle of sanitizer, a handkerchief, and don't forget the mask already mentioned. Thank you. So, looking forward to a good year. Thank you very much.